Well, hello everybody. Been trying to record these videos for a while now, and I wanted to get back on the microphone and get people online and just kind of talk about where I've been and what I've been doing and what's been going on. Clearly I'm still writing, still sharing my life and my experiences with the world. Very proud of that. Been a very interesting year. I don't know where to begin, but I'll just start from the beginning. Went to Miami this year for the first time and spent some time by myself. Just kind of went on a trip and walked the beach and just kind of hung out. Never really traveled by myself before, but this was the first time I actually got on a plane and went somewhere that I've never gone by myself. And I call it my Jesus trip, where I went on vacation with Jesus. And what I mean by that is that you owe it to yourself to take a trip by yourself, to be alone, to reflect, to figure out what you want to do with your life. Or even if you just want to be, alone to celebrate yourself, just to celebrate where you are. And that's what that trip was about. It was about going and thanking God for where I've been and what I've come through. And what was so interesting about that trip is that when I got back from my trip, I immediately found out I had cancer. So, needless to say, I felt like I got the wind knocked out of me, but I have never felt so humbled and appreciative of my life. And I was already in that place before I found out I had cancer, but I feel even more closer to God, not having it anymore. I'm praying it doesn't return. But even if I had never been cured, I still was accepting of what God was bestowing upon me. It was like you kind of have to make peace with God about whatever His decision is for you, whether it's good or bad. It's always going to be good anyway. But again, I'm not trying to get on my soapbox and preach about God so much, but about my relationship with Him and where this poetry comes from. I consider it a talent and a gift that God has given to me to just express myself. I don't really think it's a talent, but people call it that, but I just I feel, do what He asked me to do, in spite of what I might be feeling. So if I'm feeling sad, I'll express a sad poem, or I may say something reflective of how I'm feeling. But I just think you kind of have to find a place inside yourself that you and God connect, and let Him speak through you, even through your pain and your good times and your bad times. And it's been a lonely journey, but I'm happy. I'm happy with my decisions. I'm happy with my place in the world. I want to do more, so much more. And I'm praying with God now to figure out where do I begin with that. So I guess anybody that's out there going through something right now, whether it's financial, emotional, that God is there. I know He's there. I'm not a preacher or a minister, a clergy of any kind. I'm just a regular brother, just making it like everybody else. And it's been tough, but I can't express how much I love God. I love Him so much, and I've been in places that I never thought I would be. emotionally, physically, spiritually, causing so much harm to myself that I would have never thought I'd be in this place right now, speaking to you about this. I've had my heart broken. I've been used. I've been talked about, dogged like everybody else, and I've had all those same emotions that everybody else had. Angry, depressed, wanting to cut somebody out. But now, I feel like you reap what you sow. I've reaped what I've sown. Some of it was good, some of it was bad. When it came along, I knew. I don't think God punishes people, but I think you do get a chance to get what you put out. If you hurt somebody, you will get hurt eventually. I think karma, what goes around comes around. I've learned to pick my battles. I say thank you every day to people that care about me, people that buy my books, people that say kind words to me. I don't take none of that for granted. I'm getting older, so I worry about like everybody else, I'm very self-conscious about, looking older and feeling older, and my body's going through changes, and I'm proudly 43 years old, and I guess I'm speaking to the people to let anybody know that if you have a dream or aspiration, whether you sing or dance, or if God has given you something, then you owe it to God to do something with it. Let Him use you for whatever, despite what you're feeling, whether you're a housewife or a single mother, or you can wait till the kids go to bed and practice dancing, or write that book you've been wanting to work on, even if it's just an hour a day. Or that brother that's working 2 jobs and he wants to be a rapper, he can work on his rap an hour a day. You can make time for what you want to make time for. I started my first book when I didn't have a job. I didn't have anything but time on my hands. I didn't have any money, so I just started writing. God will make a way for you. He will make a way. Maybe one day, I believe soon, that I'll probably write an autobiography about my experiences in Atlanta. It's been wonderful. I've had a really charmed life. I was in the music business for about 15 years. Made a lot of friends that I still keep in contact with. Singers, artists, rappers, executives. Very blessed life. I cannot complain. It's been a tough road, but a good road. God definitely knew what He was doing, taking me through the lessons that I learned. I guess I would be lying to say I don't want to be a successful author, or I don't want to be successful, and I don't want to make money, because I do. But as in my book, I don't pray for money. I don't pray for something I've never had. I pray for love. I pray for security. I pray for happiness. I pray that my family and my friends are protected daily. I pray that God's protection is over me every day. I pray that when I die, that I make an impression on somebody. That if they're going through a bad day and they put this video on and it gives them encouragement, then I want that. I'm speaking for all the people that are scared to speak up for themselves. People that are in pain, people that are heartbroken. I cry on the mix. Sometimes I cry. I cry all the time. I'm human. Yes, I'm gay, and I don't encourage people to be anything but themselves. It took me a long time to be this brother. It took me a long, painful journey to be this man that you see before you. This was not easy. I'm not on drugs. I've never been to jail. And I'm not taking away from those people that have had those experiences. I've had my own demons to fight. And that's what they are, demons. That you can change. That you don't have to give in to stuff. All I'm saying is you really have to kind of just go to God with everything. Everything. If you broke up with somebody and you don't know how to get them off your mind, then tell God to help you. He will help you with everything. I mean, I don't care if it's something as simple as not answering the phone when they call. Tell them to help you, to give you the strength not to answer the phone. If you're still sexually attracted to somebody that you shouldn't be with, ask him to help you with that. Don't feel like he knows you. He knows your heart. He knows who you are. Speak to him like I'm speaking to you now. You don't have to be in church. You could be on the street, at the bus stop, in your car, in the bathroom. It don't matter. Tell God what you need. He will hear you. Hear me when I say. Again, I'm just a regular guy. I got 7 books that came out of me that if you'd have asked me 7 years ago where they came from, I would have been like, I don't know. And there's probably more to come. Every day I learn something new about myself that I didn't know. Don't be afraid of yourself. And then lastly, don't be afraid of love. Let it happen. Yeah, you might get hurt, but it's better than never risking anything. It's like being on a plane or never getting on a plane, never going anywhere. It's a risk you have to be willing to take. And that's all for now. I just kind of wanted to share it.